Hello, my fellow humans. Welcome back to another daily dice. If this message found you, then it might be meant for you. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you. And for anybody that is new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And should these messages happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. With that being said, today the angels have a message regarding love for you. I am going to be using the Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray. So I was going to do a totally different message, but before I got started, they were very insistent that I do this message, so someone needs to hear this. Alright, so angels, what is your message of love for my fellow humans today? What is your message of love for my fellow humans? Whoa. What is your message of love for my fellow humans today? Alright. What oracle card will help us better understand the message that you have for love for my fellow humans today, angels? Okay. Self-acceptance on the bottom. This is very powerful, especially when it comes to love. How can you ask someone else to accept you if you're not accepting of yourself? And that's just the logic behind that. It's like we have to truly love and accept ourselves, and to be honest with ourselves, and to see that we are worthy and valuable. So angels, what is the message of love that you have for my fellow humans? What would you like them to know today? What is the message of love that you have for my fellow humans? What would you like them to know? Okay, so we've got the third house, Sagittarius energy and Saturn. Right off the bat, we could be talking about a twin flame. We don't have to be. This could just be someone from your childhood, from your past, someone that you went to school with. This is also talking about the rational mind and communication, early childhood learning. We see here that there's definitely been a struggle here on the journey for you for love. So you could be single. You don't have to be. You could be involved with somebody that might be toxic. It's not a really great situation, it feels like right now. There's definitely a lot of dissonance in this reading. I mean, like, why it's so powerful that self-acceptance came up as well, too, is because there's a lot of fighting that I'm actually worthy of love, right? There's a lot of this, like, I must not be doing enough. I must not be, changing enough. I must not be sacrificing enough. And really all sources pointing out here, and all your angels are pointing out, is that for you to get together with someone and to have the love that you desire in your life, you're really letting go of old belief systems that have molded the path for you, right? And a lot of that came with not accepting of who you are. So you might have been ridiculed, you might have been judged, you might have dealt with narcissists, you might have dealt with manipulators, you might have dealt with sociopaths, right? You might have dealt with people who were unable to love you the way that you needed to be loved. And we see that that's something that is coming out here. It's a tough love type of situation, and it's frustrating because it's like, well, love shouldn't be hard. No, but in order for us to get to a place where we have love in our life that we can work towards and grow and let it blossom into true love, we do have to allow ourselves that space to heal from past wounds. Okay, with Saturn here, we do see there's an element of working so hard, right? So you could be going out on dates all the time. You could be dealing with healing so that you can call in your person. You could be doing everything that everyone else is telling you is the right thing to do here. And you're excited to do it because of the prospect of love. But there's also an element that's underlying that where it's just frustrating and disheartening. And there's a lot of blockages and there's a lot of barriers that continue to arise. And it's like, almost this feeling like until I'm fully healed, I'm never going to get love. Well, Healing is a lifelong journey. You're never going to fully heal, right? You're always going to be healing from something because so many things have happened to us and so many things have impacted us in so many different ways. Like, we're always going to be unraveling that. We're always going to be peeling back layers of the onion. And that's what they're saying here. Angels are saying, like, you have to self-accept where you are. Accept the pain that you've caused, the pain that you've experienced. Accept your flaws and accept your perfections. Accept everything about you, the light, the dark, whatever it is that you're not accepting. It's time to bring that into the light and accept it. And this is where you're going to find strength, right? So it's like, if you don't like the way your body looks, we have to accept that, right? Like, we have to accept that I don't like it, but also that I can't change it, and then learn to love what I've got, because you don't have anything else, right? And yeah, of course, you could probably go through and get surgery and all that stuff, but surgery doesn't fix whether or not we accept ourselves, right? Even losing weight, it doesn't change whether or not we accept ourselves. You could be looking today, if you woke up tomorrow and you looked exactly like you'd pictured in your mind, that would be perfect for you to get exactly what you wanted. And maybe, yeah, you would get exactly what you wanted, but you still wouldn't be happy because you're not fixing the problem that's underlying all of that, which is at our root, which is at the trauma, where the trauma happened. That said you're not lovable, that said you're not perfect, that said you're weird or different or ugly or too beautiful or too fat, skinny, thin, whatever. You know, we have to fix that first. We have to, and it's not that you're broken. They don't want you to feel like you're broken. What it's saying is just facing it. You have to face that part of you first. That's what you have to do. Okay, because if you don't face that, then that will always sabotage all the good in your life, because there'll always be this belief, I'm not worthy. And unconsciously, you will do things to sabotage yourself. So what is the message that you have for my fellow humans in love, angels? What is the message you have for my fellow humans today in regards to love? Yeah, a lot of coldness here. A lot of harshness too, like with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, there's like a lot of harsh sayings, a lot of harsh words. And, you know, it's like the innocence that resides within you is constantly getting beaten up, constantly getting put down. And maybe there is someone else here that's doing that to you as well, but ultimately this is in the mind. Okay? That's what they're saying here. It's like, this has something to do with the thinking mind, with the third house. This is how you're treating yourself, how you believe about yourself. It's like, you know, especially if you're on a journey with a label, you know, like a twin flame journey, there comes a certain element along the way where it's like, I'm not doing enough, and that's why I haven't manifested my partner. And that has to do with the way that we talk to ourselves. Right? Like, that comes right back to how we feel about ourselves. It's basically saying, like, nothing I do will ever be enough. Like, I will always have to do more and more and more and more. And when is that going to be enough? Forget about manifesting that type of relationship right now. Just asking yourself this question, when is that going to be enough? Like, when are you going to be enough? Is really, at the end of the day, you are enough right now, but it doesn't matter who tells you that. If you don't take steps to believe that yourself, like, you're not going to magically wake up one day and feel perfect. And you're not going to magically wake up and feel like you are enough. Like, you have to take the steps to cleanse that out from your energy. And so with the Queen of Swords here in the reverse, you see this is a very cold energy towards yourself. Like, criticizing yourself and judging yourself, and judgment is such a heavy energy, right? It draws us right out of being connected with source. It drives us right out of being connected with our higher selves. And blame also does the same thing. And so if you're blaming yourself or judging yourself, it's pulling you down from your truth. On the bottom, yeah, so wow, we have the Queen of Coins in the reverse. This stems from the mother wound. It stems from someone who is very, very cruel to you, very maybe a little bit possessive of you, very controlling, someone who wanted to keep you all to themselves, but not for good intentions, right? This could be a relationship as well with a Capricorn in the past, could be a Libra. But anytime the Queen of Coins comes out in the reverse, it really does feel like the mother wound is being activated here. And it could also be the father wound. Yeah, I was just told it was also the father wound. So a father that was very possessive, or a father who really believed that, like beating you down was the best way to get you to follow directions. Wow, that's a very specific message. But this is someone who just had a lot of their own projections that they put on you, and those projections then became your own projections. And it was very materialistic, but it's like, this is someone whose only focus is on how we look, how we act, what we say, everything that we present ourselves out into this reality. Like, that's all it was. So it's like, if you were 5 pounds overweight, they made it seem like you were completely obese and that no one was ever going to love you, right? If you weren't dressed up appropriately for how they thought you needed to be dressed up, it was like, it was chaos and mayhem. And they would tell you like, oh, you're ugly, you're lazy, and you're a slum. Like, you never do anything that take care of yourself. Like, this is what this really feels like. This is someone who's very cruel to you. Yeah, someone who wanted to keep you to themselves. Like, they never set you up for success because they didn't want you to succeed, even though their words might have like that double-sided meaning, like, well, I'm trying to help you succeed, but they're not, right? Like, they knew they weren't. And even if they didn't know, like, this again could be projection from their own pain and their own hurt. So they might have subconsciously done this because of their own parents, and they didn't want to act like their parents. But until we heal, we act like our parents. Like, that's just the way that it goes. Yeah. So this is telling you, and Source and the angels are coming through saying, like, you have to save yourself, right? Like, no one's going to come in and save you. No one's going to come in and convince you, like, even if you have a twin flame, even if you have a soulmate, even if you have, a partner right now, like, they're not going to save you. There's nothing that this other person could ever do to convince you that you're worthy of love until you take the steps to convince yourself. And then this person can meet you where you're at. Okay, and that's what they're saying here. It's like, this self-acceptance is so profound here, because it's like, right now, love in your life has to do with you loving yourself. It's not about calling in someone. It's not about calling in a perfect partner. Okay, that's the result of you learning to accept everything about you. The way you think, the way you dress, the way you look, your eyes, your eye color, your hair color, the gray hairs that you might have, the loose hairs that you have that never stay in place, the colic that you have, the weird funky nail that you have on your left foot for whatever reason that you can't figure out when it's the only one that stands out. Like, why the heck is it like that? Why are my middle toes longer than my big toe? Why are my pinky toes curled under? Why are they sticking out at a weird angle? Why do my feet curve this way? Why do my feet look that way? Why do my knees look so knobby? Why do I have veins in the back of my legs? All of these things that you're always like, why is this? What about that? And you look at it and you're like, that's absolutely gross. If you say that to yourself, how are you accepting yourself? You're not, right? You're not. You're literally in disdain and disgust for that part of yourself which says that I'm not worthy of love because of this flaw. And so with both of these cards here, you see it's like, stop being so cruel to yourself and come back into this place of stepping away from, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse does talk about conceit. But being conceited can be a projection from someone else that we have adopted as our own. And I feel like that's exactly what's going on here, is that whoever this was in your childhood that you grew up around, or that you saw, or that you were dating, whoever this was, right? They were conceited and they thought that they were perfect and they thought that they had this, or maybe they didn't and they had all the same wounds that you had, but they could never show you, which is conceited as well, right? I can't show you because that's a weakness for me, and then projecting it onto you. And instead of you being like them and projecting that onto others, you're now projecting that onto yourself. And that's what the angels are saying here. Like, we want to heal you. We want to help you heal. But if you're so cruel to yourself, you know, we're never going to be able to get through, because that judgment and that blame and that guilt is all bringing your vibration down. And we can't connect you when you're in a low vibration, because the way that it works is that the angels and source and our guides and our ancestors, they have to slow down their vibration so that they can meet us where we're at. But if we're at a frequency that's too low for them to get to, right? They're not going to come into the throes of the darkness to meet us when we're in that. They'll always support us and they'll always make it known that they're there. But it's up to us to cleanse our energy and to come into those higher vibrations so that we can get the downloads and the information that we need so that we can release the past. Okay? And here, there's this energy where it's like chasing after someone's approval. This is what this feels like as well. So there's someone here who was very cruel to you, or very distant, very cold from you when you were growing up. And this is something that you may have seen manifesting in different and various relationships throughout your life, whether that's friendships, coworkers, your love life, is where you feel like you're always chasing someone for attention, where you're always running after them, but it's like, just see me, just see me, just see me, but you're not seeing yourself. And that's another thing. So it feels like whoever treated you like this in the very beginning, where the wound came, you were actually chasing this person's approval. It's like, just see me. I'm your child, or I'm your friend, or whatever it is, whoever you were to them. It's like, I deserve your love. And you do, and you did. But we also have to recognize that sometimes people are just not in a space where they're able to give us love. It doesn't mean that we're not deserving of it. It just means that they're incapable of providing it to us. So, you know, why would we put it in their arms? Why would we put it in their hands? Why would we give them our heart when we know the only thing that they're capable of doing is stabbing it, or hurting it, or breaking it? But we do that. That's very human of us. And so there's this energy of like rushing towards something here, running after someone. And they're saying to start running towards yourself, this self-acceptance. So what would you like to tell them? Yeah, look, healing, flying out, wounds, improving, mending, progress. This is a wound. This is a very, very, very deep trauma that's coming through. And it might not be something that you are actually even aware of right now. This could be something that you've repressed for a long time because it hurts so much. And they're just saying, like, give yourself grace for that. Angels, what is the message of love that you have for my fellow humans? Okay, thank you. Wow, if I could pick them up. On the bottom, yeah, we have mask, hidden motive, conceal, disguise, and lying. Yeah, so there's a lot of people who've worn a lot of masks around you, and they've had agendas, and they've wanted you to, you know, provide them with whatever that was, or give them the energy that they needed for that agenda, or to be the downfall for that agenda, whatever it is. Solo. So, core figure, action leader, and a lone hero. These messages have come out quite a bit in the daily dice the last week. These two cards. There's speeding, surge, flow, and addiction. Yeah, so this person was addicted to making you feel a certain way. And I feel like, honestly, the reason they were addicted to making you feel a certain way is because you gave them so much power unknowingly, right? Of course, you didn't know you were giving your power away back when they were making you feel a certain way when you were a kid. You were just reacting to what was happening, but you had given them power and then continued to validate them because that's all you were looking for was validation. And now this person is addicted to your validation because you were the only person in their life that validated them, that made them feel powerful and that made them feel good. And so when you draw away from that, yeah, there's going to be retaliation because this person wants that validation. But at the same time, that's not your place. You're not put on this planet to validate others, and you're not put on this planet to validate someone who can't even see how amazing you are. That's absurd. But this person believes that they're entitled to that. So this could be, you know, the parent that hurt you. This could be an ex-lover. This could be anybody coming in. But this is what we're trying to help you heal from. And this is why it's so valuable for you to come into this place of self-acceptance. We never intended for you to be a perfect being. This person impressed upon you that you had to be, and that's the illusion. Empty, clean, purify, empty, and practice. We're trying to help you clear out this energy for good. It's not a good feeling. And, you know, it's one of those things like when you're facing it, sometimes it can bring up a lot within ourselves. And we are the ones that retaliate, right? We're like, no, let's put the lid back on that. I don't want to face that part of myself. No, like that's really bad. Like that's ugly. I can't deal with that. That's why I put it in the closet on the top shelf in the back far corner, and it's collecting dust and it's got cobwebs on it because it's safe there. But being safe just means that it's going to continue to repeat in your life. And that's why it's so important for us to pull it out of the closet and push the dust off and get rid of the cobwebs and open it up. Let it come out and remind yourself that you're safe. Remind it, like, I'm not in this situation anymore. I'm in a safe place. It's okay for us to unpack this box. It's okay for us to unpack this emotion. Right? We have the ibex with resilience. Yeah, you're a very resilient person. Very strong. Incredibly strong. And I feel like sometimes you don't feel very strong. I feel like you relied so much on this person at one point that you felt like, I'll never be strong without someone in my life, or I'll never be strong unless I have the person that I feel like I have to have in my life. Like they're the ones who are going to validate me. They're the ones who are going to make me feel seen. But what if that person never comes? Then who's meant to make you feel seen? 22:22 on the clock. You are. You're the only one left. If you don't get the love that you desire, if your person never comes into your life, if you're left always wondering, like, will I ever find love? Like, if you're just always left alone, then who's left to take care of you? Because at the end of the day, no matter what, you were the person who took the first breath with you. And you will be the only person that takes the last breath with you. There's nothing more intimate than that. You are the only person who's been with you through everything, and you will be the only person who experiences everything with you. Like, you can't get more intimate than that. That's a bond that should be unbreakable, but we don't focus on our self-love. We don't focus on building the bond with ourselves, but that's the bond, the only bond that matters. No other bond will ever compare to the bond that you share with yourself. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner child or your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Wow, I can talk. So finding that playfulness again in life, finding that place of freedom. Let's get an angel number here. It's time for you to find that place of freedom. 6, we have balance. Peace, communication, support, reflection, harmony, stability. If you're struggling with family or those you live with, there you go, family. This number serves as a reminder to seek peace, communication, and support. Reflect on your life and consider what balance truly means to you. In what areas of my life do I need to cultivate more balance and harmony? Take a moment today to have an open and honest conversation with a family member or housemate to restore peace and balance in your home. And I feel like if it's not with family, if this is something you can't do with family, it's really just having that honest conversation with yourself. Okay. All right, on the bottom we have 11, patience, calm, reflection again, understanding, timing, awareness, and thoughtfulness. Changes are coming in your life and you need to be aware of them. Don't rush to conclusions before you have all the information. Taking your time will prevent harm to others and ensure thoughtful decisions. Okay, so there's patience needed here. There's also clarity that is coming, but it's going to take some time. Let's get some truth oracles out as well, just to kind of wrap this up a little bit, angels. Okay, I feel like they want one more. Okay, yep, that's the one. And this one too. All right, I'll take that one too. And on the bottom, we have key people, core of the problem, and pass. So we're trying to get you past this core wound. We're trying to get you through it. It's not easy, okay? What you're dealing with is not easy, and they're not trying to invalidate your experience by any means. I am not trying to invalidate your experience by any means. You are so powerful and strong to have survived something like this, and just remember that. Remember that you survived it, and now you get to heal from it so that you can find out and learn about yourself. Okay, so finances, money problems, work, material things, and success. So definitely someone here was pressing upon you that the material was the only thing that mattered. And we saw that here with the Queen of Coins. Home. Yeah, so again, this idea of home coming in. So this is something from home. This is healing home wounds. We have comfort, safety, belonging, and shelter, where you once have felt like you never belonged. And it's like bringing that balance and learning that you are home. Home is where your heart is, and home is where you are. But if you don't feel like you belong anywhere, you'll never find home. Anxiety. Wow, yeah. Stress, depression, panic attacks, restless. Yeah, this has been a very difficult time for you. This is something that's really created a lot of hurt and pain in your life. And you want a date, right? We have a date, courting, dating, anniversary, and meetup. So it's like, I want a date, but this is causing a lot of anxiety too, because it's like, I just feel like I'm not ready, because you're also healing, right? So give yourself grace and space. We have magnetic attraction, alluring lust, irresistible, and flirting. So there might be someone who does come in while you're in the process of facing this that is very magnetic for you, okay? Seed, nurture, great growth, potential, and possibility. You're growing. You're glowing. Treatment, healing. Look, healing over healing, comfort, surgery, and repair. So there's a lot of healing coming through here. We have Koi with perseverance, good fortune, yin and yang, and ambition. So your other, I don't want to say that because I don't believe in that personally. I don't believe the other half story, because we're already whole and complete beings as we are. But your person is going to come. Okay, like the yin to your yang, or the yang to your yin. Okay, so they're going to come, and good fortune is on your side. And as you heal and let go and feel good about yourself, you're going to see this good fortune start to manifest. We have the wolf with instincts. Trust your intuition at this time, okay? And trust that your emotions are a blueprint to your healing. And then we have the dove with peace. Finding peace in your life is the utmost importance right now. It's not about love. It's not about calling in your partner. The utmost important thing for you in this moment is to call in peace and find out what peace means to you. Forgiving and learning. This is powerful. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah, the angels are being completely clear and transparent with this message. I love this. You deserve love. You are lovable. Look at this. Yes, Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius placements, highly aspect in your chart. You don't have to, but that is for someone. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, there is someone here for you. Okay? There is someone here for you, and there is good fortune on your side. But right now, the focus needs to be finding your peace. We have encounter. Meet by chance, love at first sight, crush. So there's going to be someone who comes in while you're healing. This is a very clear message. Wow. Okay, we have law, lawyer, judge, and police. I also feel like this is balancing out the scales. We have unfinished business. It's not over, back and forth, and baggage. So this is that what you're healing from is the baggage of the past, the baggage of the hurt, the baggage of the pain, what you went through. You're letting that go. You're not going to be carrying that anymore. Rest, pause, journey, a new beginning. After healing comes rest. Okay, so let's take a look at your angel card. We have the sacred plan. Oh my gosh, this has all been a part of the plan. Oh, I love this. And then it's funny because self-acceptance comes right after sacred plan. Look at that, sacred plan and then self-acceptance. I love this. This card doesn't represent the plan that God has for your life, more than the plan that comes in fruition based, wow, let me try that again. To fruition based on your intention and your highest good. You have been given this incredible gift of free will, and therefore your thoughts, deeds, actions, and intentions are in some way going out to the universe and curating the experiences, opportunities, and energies that are flowing in and out of your life. When this card appears, you're being encouraged to move into a state of surrender where you recognize that, yes, your intentions have an impact on the creation of your life. But how those intentions unfold is not down to you, but in the hands of God or Source. The divine plan is your intentions unfolding in a way that Source, the universe, feels is for your growth and highest good. Know that every experience you have been through in your life has been a way maker on your journey towards growth and expansion, and your angels are acknowledging your growth now. If you're trying to force a plan into action, the angelic guidance is to back down and trust in the greater good. Often when something isn't happening for us, we're frustrated. Didn't I say that at the very beginning of this reading? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Source. But that's only because we don't see that our perfect plan is unfolding. When your ideas or plans go wrong, trust that the universe has a greater plan for you, and the greater plan isn't something that has already been chosen for you. It's more of a culmination of all your life's intentions, prayers, and actions washing back towards you with opportunities and experiences. Call on your angels to light up the path ahead. You may feel that you are facing the unknown, but know that you are always guided and protected. Oh my gosh, I love this. And I do just want to touch on self-acceptance really quick. It says, when this card appears, know that your self-esteem and confidence have taken some knocks over the years, and you've had thoughts that are no longer serving you. But your angels want nothing more than for you to be happy and at peace. At peace. Exactly. And they are drawing you close to you now to help restore your confidence in yourself. You have the ability to live a life that you love, but to experience that fully, you have to recognize that you are worthy of it. So take some time today to realize that the heaven loves you unconditionally, and then take small steps to loving yourself the same way. The outer world you experience is a mirror of the conversations you have on the inside with yourself. So align with love. I mean, both these cards just completely confirmed all the energies that were coming through in the reading. Very clear. Very, very clear here. Okay, so we're trying to help to align you into a higher vibration so that you can call in exactly the type of connection that you want. It's not about who it is. It's not about the label. This is not about anything that you're doing right or wrong. Okay, this is about opening up to the opportunity of who it could be, and knowing that as long as you're coming into this place of sacred love for self, you're opening up to your perfect plan. Okay, so with that being said, this is what I see here for you. If you feel like this is your message, leave the little hug emoji down below and say, I open up to the sacred love of self, and I choose to unconditionally love every part of myself and accept every part of myself, knowing this is how I cultivate love in my life. And if it resonated, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you're interested in supporting the channel further, check the description box. You'll find out how to reach out to me for a personal reading, and you'll also see how to join the channel as a member. I do want to take a quick second today to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming through today to give us this incredibly powerful message. I'm giving you this massive energetic hug. You are so loved and you are so amazing, incredible. Okay? Remember that. Treat yourself with kindness and give yourself grace. And until next time, stay human. Bye.